from the Lock 100 studios in sunny San Diego, California. On the Air is on the air. Great to have you along. There you go. The Sully Band. I'm Sully. That's little Tommy. Where's Rusty? Is Rusty Nailz here?
Russ.
Oh, there he is. Oh, there. Nice.
Sorry, I'm late. Good morning.
Russ's walk-on music.
Oh, God. Good to be here, everybody.
Hey, what's with the Monarch hat?
Monarch hat?
I was at Monarch, which is a bar, restaurant in Del Mar. By the way, Del Mar's turning into this thing where they've got good food again. Like there's the Bumblebee, or no, B-side balcony, which is fantastic.
A lot of food.
They've got Tamarindo. None of these are sponsored. I'm just saying, like, these are places, like, they didn't used to have any place to eat. It was like basically a couple places to drink.
And last Thursday, Ernie Hahn did his Santa crawl.
No, that's right.
That's right. And I was at Zell's playing music, which is another
So
restaurant.
you got, and then we had our Christmas party at Sabika. I mean, this is and then they got Jake's. I mean, the Del Mar's turning into this like foodie, like a little Italy. It is. Del Mar's back. I was there the other day. I rarely go out in public, as you know, because I just hate people. I'm not a good bar guy because I just,
I'm a great bar guy.
But I was there,
Yeah.
and somebody walked up and it was like a Saturday. Said, "Well, I thought Russ plays here." So the word's getting out that you're playing as you're pilfering my band. But
I'll be with Nacho tomorrow, and we're going to start at about 3 till our bar tab
is that the official Monarch hat? Because that looks like the hat, my ski hat from 1977. I dig that.
Oh, it's back, and I've got Echo and the Bunnyman pin and OU812.
Well,
80s, 1980s.
That is totally 1980s.
And of course, I'm the star.
Did you not? We never talked about Elf on the 12th. Where was that? Because I know we have some footage.
Yeah, we do.
of it.
Elf on the 12th was at Monarch out there with Harmonica John.
Oh, that's what it was. So you guys dressed up.
And he's a Santa. He's got the big beard anyway. Yeah. Naturally, he's a big guy. So we did that. We played music, and
I think you guys should do stuff from Blues Traveler because that guy looks like the guy from Blues Traveler.
He was so good, though.
Oh, he's a good harmonica player.
Yeah.
What about? And I saw you at Petco as the Grinch, which was very funny.
That's a weird
If we
one.
can show any of that, that is. Did we not show that on this network?
No, there's enough that we can do.
On
But
KUSI,
in fact, I'm there also on when tonight. Oh God, I gotta go.
Tonight again?
Yeah, 18th on from like 5 till they're done. But it's cool for the kids and the family because there's like a merry-go-round and there's food and there's bars.
But the funny part is I saw the video. There's a certain kid that is okay seeing you, and then if you're under 3, they run from you like the wind. The other thing too is you have this mask on, but you can still tell it's you because you're still you from here.
Right. And in one scene, I turned into Mark Mathis. I don't know what happened. I was talking, all of a sudden, I'm Mark Mathis. What's going on?
There he is. See,
Yeah.
and you can still tell, of course, he's next to it.
We don't want to play the audio from. This is the dog that was sniffing me because he thought it was a giant piece of
Dog.
It's a lot of fun. And again, tonight, that's right. Tonight at Petco, you can shop because there's all these cool custom stuff, ornaments and stuff you can buy for gifts and food and
Is
drink.
it Petco?
It's at Petco. Yeah, with the hump where Tony Gwynn's statue is and all that.
I still get people talking about breaking entering, and we've got a really special feature of breaking entering in just a second. Before that, I just have to say, this is honestly because of the KUSI viewers.
Yeah.
Mary Bird Godwin is our. I don't have your sound here.
Hello, Mary.
But because we put the single out 2 Fridays ago.
Yep.
3 Fridays ago.
Yep.
It's gone platinum.
Dude, we have 10,000. No, this is huge. This is like real legit, like huge. We have 10,000.
By the second.
Yeah.
10,000 downloads.
There it is.
On Spotify. No, but it's because of the KUSI viewers. That's where it's coming from.
We hope.
And so listen, we have one more show this year. We had a great show at the Yacht Club last week, I think, or was it this week?
Yeah, it's a blur.
For San Diego Yacht Club, it was great. But we have a benefit concert coming up?
We have a benefit concert coming up. It's at La Valencia Hotel, Tuesday the 28th.
Okay.
Bag Network is putting it on, and it's to benefit MD Anderson. How do you say that?
MD Anderson
Cancer Center.
Yeah.
Scripts. Yeah.
So, and you can get tickets for that. But here's the thing: Bag Network is a networking group,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So like they
Business
trade
networking.
leads together and business networking. So if you get involved in that, I know that.
And they do a fundraiser every year. They do
Yeah.
a big one called Carnival, but they haven't been able to do it for the last 2 years
Yeah.
because of COVID. So,
So we're there.
we're doing it.
One last
Yeah.
show.
One
Okay,
last
on the
show.
28th. Come on
Tickets,
down to
you
Las
can go
Vegas.
to sullyband.com or our Instagram, Sully Band Music.
Thank you, Mary.
For tickets. Yep.
All right, Mary Bird Godwin.
That's it. There's
All right.
shows.
There she goes.
The Band-Aid.
Can we say, let's say a big hello to the band real quick? Of course, Sully Band.
Hello. Hello, band.
Hey, can we announce what we're doing on Christmas?
No.
And Christmas, can we say, we're doing, like, not only are we on Christmas Day, okay, because on the
We have
air.
a KUSI News Christmas show that's going to air Christmas night at 6 p.m. and then again at 11 p.m.
And what is it? Who's hosting?
On the
Logan
air.
Bangs.
On the air with Sully, Lil Tommy, Rusty Nailz, and the Sully Band.
Yeah. So we got we're doing a separate Christmas show.
Yeah.
Speaking of Christmas, I keep seeing all kinds of stuff on breaking and entering.
Yes.
Was this, in your opinion, because I know we've got some guests here. Do you want to bring them in to talk? Because I know one of the guests has been part of breaking and entering from the very beginning, I think, or
Yes.
at least part of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's
and
do-
Russ was part of it. Russ came. That was so cool. And you sponsored it.
Yes,
So
I
thank
was
you.
out of town, unfortunately.
We did a lot of yelling and screaming.
Was it good?
It was the best one, because I was last year. That was cool, but this one was even cooler because there was like 50 people affected. It wasn't just like one family and a couple kids.
And I understand that some of the show viewers of OTA were there, hanging out and.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had them all.
All right, do we have walk-on music for our guest today?
Yes, we
Walk up.
do.
All right, let's.
Our very first guest started with Jeff and Jer back
What is
in
it? Wait.
1993.
What? Play that again. Can you name the song?
Absolutely.
Can you name the song?
It's
Yes.
like, no, Joe Jackson or something, or somebody.
All
That's a
right.
great song.
I remember the.
Make your introductions.
Yeah, her.
Our first guest started with Jeff and Jer back in 1993 on a station called Q106, and he stayed forever. His face is on the National Radio Hall of Fame wall.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love this man. I wouldn't have done the show without him. Randy Hoag.
There we go.
See you, man.
Happy holidays.
So did you request that Sledgehammer?
Yes.
Is that Sledgehammer?
Sounds like it.
Is that Sledgehammer?
That's what it sounds like.
I sound like Sledgehammer.
Let me say this about Randy Hoag.
Yeah.
You know, there were like 5, 6, 7 of us on the Jeff and Jer showgram. We lasted almost 30 years. Randy was the most loyal, most hardworking.
Who was the least loyal?
Jeff and Jer.
Jeff.
I would say Jerry.
You know what? I love
Tommy.
those guys. They're my brothers.
Maybe
But
Laura. No,
Wait a
who was the
minute.
least loyal? Because he was like you knew.
We all were loyal.
Because you had the hearts and flowers and rainbows and unicorns, nice guy. But you
on.
could tell he was really like if you ever listen, you could tell he was legitimately thinking.
Hey,
am I
Randy
doing
was
here?
so loyal.
He was like he's the guy like yes, I'll whatever you need.
Yes, as a
you
matter
are
of
not,
fact,
but
in
you
the-
seem like you are. That's
In
the problem.
Come on,
the very
Tommy,
beginning,
spill.
in the very beginning, you know, in 1993 we were still with albums. We were playing a lot of albums, and we used to joke
Well,
and say,
like Licorice Pizza, like real albums.
for our sound
Not
effects.
carts?
And we would say, "Hey, Randy, we need an album. We need to get the album. Go get
The fart noise.
country fish and
Country
Joe
Joe
doing
and the fish.
no." We would make up a name.
Country fish.
You know, country fish and doing January.
Oh, and you sent him out to look
Yeah,
for
so
something.
he would look, and it would be a fictitious.
Like 45 minutes later.
we would say, "Hey,
See,
that's
trying to help.
Randy, how did you get involved? Because I think I remember when you first got in there, but I can't remember why. Because it wasn't from you weren't a radio.
Take us from the
on-air guy,
beginning.
were you?
Are
Well,
you good at
Hold on.
crying?
Hang
Let
on.
You made it on the Jeff and Jer show because you can
Take
cry
us back
on
to a
cue.
gentler
Ready?
time.
Cry.
1993.
Here it comes.
Well,
Look
I'll
at by
say
the
this.
fireplace.
I'll say this, and you would agree with me, Tommy, that when I first started in radio, when I hooked up with you guys, you didn't like me very much.
Well, I wanted you to be replaced.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa, stop down. Let's
Hold
chase
on.
that rabbit for a
There it
second.
is.
What happened there?
You know, Randy in the very beginning didn't know anything about radio.
But you were
Well, who
told that I
does?
did.
No, but he didn't know anything about radio, and he would make mistakes, and then all of a sudden it became endearing. And then I did. I had a meeting
Mistakes
going.
like what? Like say, hey, I want to tell
I had
our
a
viewers
meeting. I had a
versus
meeting.
listeners.
I remember the meeting, and I said, "Hey, we need to get a replacement. This guy's not cutting it." I go, "Please." And then we did something where we went bungee diving, and Randy
Caught him.
was the most. He worked the board. Terrible.
It was
It was
horrible.
Oh, you were working. Oh,
It
you.
was so bad, he came back.
So were you on? Were you? Who was was Jeff that worked to the board while he was on the air?
Jeff worked the board.
So you had to take over the board. Then?
Yeah.
And it was terrible.
It was
but it
awful.
was
It's
so
not easy.
endearing. And then I just said,
I've been
what?
doing it for 26 years. I still can't figure the damn thing out.
No, but Randy, we wouldn't have been so successful through the years without that guy. And yes, in the beginning, he was a wreck, but it was a masterful wreck. And I wouldn't have done it. And I tell him all the time.
Okay, enough about how much you hated Randy. How did you get into the business?
Well, I started out answering request lines for Anita Rush, who was doing middays at the time at Q106.
So you were just a promotions
I was a
screener guy?
grunt. I did anything and everything. I just wanted to be in radio.
And how old were you at the time?
40.
Yeah, about.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember Tracy Johnson, who was our program director at the time, he said, hey, don't tell anybody, but Jeff and Jer are coming to Q106. Do you want to work with them? And I knew him before then. You know, I remember Tommy going to People's Court, you know, on the air and stuff.
Oh, that's right. For a ticket deal, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember him asking me, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And I just remember everything just kind of snowballed after that. And I was always really thankful that I worked with these guys. But, you know, if I ever needed proof that God loved me, you know, it was that I got to do this with them for 24 years.
Wow.
I mean, we're like literally like family, you
Yeah.
know, and it was just all a gift.
Right. So at the peak of your
Success.
Jeff and Jaredness, what do you consider the high point of that show?
I'll have an answer after you.
Of course you do. Let him.
The high point.
How long
Was
is
it the
your show?
human flag? Was it when you guys had the space shuttle land? Oh wait, that was another show.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Was it the I Hate Jeff and Jared t-shirts? Oh, wait. That was
was
90
Russ.
Next.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
What was the high point?
Well, you guys are going to think this is weird.
Well,
We already think you guys are weird anyway. So
It's already gone there.
Well, as embarrassing as this was, they did a Helper Boy Randy calendar one year.
that's fantastic. I forgot about that.
And I had
And
to
it
wear a
was
Speedo,
huge.
and I thought it was
was?
just going to be awful. You know?
So wait, give me what was January, for example?
Yeah. What was your June pose?
I think I was watching the Andy Griffith show and you open the calendar and it has different things I do each month. And I was watching that.
Do you still have one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's buried someplace. And to this day,
We have
that
one.
calendar
We
will
need to
follow me
somehow
around.
edit that into this show here. I want to see.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh yeah.
Randy
Were you
was-
ever in a fireman's outfit?
No.
Were you ever out of
Because
the
that
fire?
seems so odd. Because this.
Yes.
Oh, let go, wait.
You know, I agree. That was
Because-
you were huge at that time.
Yeah.
Everyone loved Randy Hoag. It was at Q106, and your success and fame was the peak. But you have had many celebrities come through those doors. You know.
Hold that. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So before we get to the celebrity thing, let's get our other guest in.
All right.
Because I have so many questions for him, and we also have, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
what do we call? I hate to use the word show tool because I'm in talk radio. We don't have. I'm just a tool on talk radio.
Grunt.
What do you call?
He was a
these-
danger boy. He was Mr.
right, but what do you
One-Please.
call the guys like Clint?
Stunt guy.
Stunt guy. Stunt guy.
Stunt boy.
Stunt guy. Okay.
Done person.
And
Abramowitz, Randy Hoag, Hula, Clint. There should be a Hall of Fame.
Abramowitz got it bad, though.
Yeah, oh God, he had to put. Remember the time they put chocolate pudding in his diaper, put him on the top of the midway, had him jump on a trampoline and call it pudding pants. That's worse than running around the building naked.
Now that I can.
Way worse.
Yeah.
Because when he landed, bam.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Hello, pudding.
All right. Our next guest
Wow.
was a stunt boy.
Okay.
And he was a stunt boy for several decades. He's also a producer and one of the best producers ever in radio. Now he currently works at KUSI. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli Hula Ramos.
Well, there he is.
Nice move. Happy holidays, buddy.
Wait a second. I didn't even know. I didn't even your first name was Eli.
It is, yes, my given born name.
So you culturally appropriated the Hawaiian people since you are Hawaiian.
There you go.
Call yourself Hula.
Well, you know, when you join radio, you have to have a brand, and Eli on
What
the
was your
radio-
first station?
My first station was Channel 933.
No kidding. Because you've been around
Yeah.
forever.
That's
You and
what they say.
And the funny part is, you and I have never met face to face. In all the years we've known each other through radio or through email or social media, we've never actually met. But it's great to meet you. And now he's a member of the KUSI staff.
I am, thanks to Tommy,
Fantastic.
But you guys, you two, you know, the shows that you guys were on wouldn't have been successful without you guys.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
thank you.
I'm surprised we didn't play Eli's Coming.
I hear that all the time.
You guys picked your walk-on music, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Well, you picked the wrong
Hide your hearts, girl. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know.
By the way, I've seen your family go from 1 to 4 on on online.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
you have 2 girls. If I'm
2 little girls.
How
yeah.
old are they?
7 and 9.
Oh my
I
God.
remember those days. So do you.
Those are great days.
They are. Those
Yeah, everybody tells me like, oh, you know, you're gonna blink and it's gonna go, and I keep doing this.
Yeah, they're not going.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, get older.
Do you
16.
now? Were you a producer on 933 as well as a what do you call him? Danger Boy?
Stunt boy.
Stunt boy.
Yeah, I was both. So I did everything. You know, was on air, stunts. And
How do you compare producing for television? Because Russ and I started many years ago on radio on the Big Biz Show, and it was newspaper, burrito, no internet, talking to a mic. Remember?
Right.
I mean, that was how you did it.
Right.
Which is great because you could read the whole time.
Didn't even have to get dressed.
And then we got on TV, and we discovered it was way harder because you had to know your crap.
Oh,
like you
heck
couldn't,
yeah.
You couldn't like.
Pick up a note.
So the producer price index, like you have to know it.
Yeah.
Do you find producing more difficult for television than radio, or is that still about?
100%. You could fake it on radio because just your personality. It's very personality driven. You're sitting there going, "Oh, you're great, you're amazing," and in your head you're like, "Who am I talking to right now? Who is this?" Right. Where on TV it's like, "Who's the district council member of number 3?"
Oh, try walking into a radio studio your first year and have to fill in for Roger Hedgecock. I didn't know Jack.
Because he's filling in for Rush Limbaugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, honestly, like my first 3 months.
Yeah.
It was interesting. So you find television, is it now, are you enjoying being in the TV world?
Oh, I love it. It kind of came at a perfect time because I feel like with radio, personality driven, you're having fun, you're kind of doing things you never did before. Now that I'm getting older, I'm getting more senile, I'm getting more crotchety.
And by older, he means like 35.
Yeah, wow. You're up
a lot
there.
older than
Completely
that.
ticks me off.
I'm close to 50.
Are you really?
Yeah, 3 years away.
I wouldn't
Look
say.
like a kid.
You do look like
Asians don't raisin.
Wow, okay.
Brown
one-
brown.
And just like that, one day you're going to wake up and just, wow, who's that old guy?
Exactly.
It happens overnight.
All right, well, listen.
Well, I'm so happy they're on this show.
I am too, because we had some stuff coming up, because I know one thing we have coming up is we're going to talk about breaking and entering, which
Yes.
you were a part of. But also, I'm going to say that again. I've been on this stage 100 times. Russ has been on this stage 100 times. Jared Coleman, our Emmy Award-winning director, has been on that stage playing drums. Curtis Manovich, our assistant director, has been playing congas. The only person who has not gotten on that stage and sung a song is who? You're going to sing a song next break. You're going to get up there next break. Close up the man.
I'm ready.
And sing a song. Wow. That's what we're doing. All right. More on the air. Coming up.
Could you sing Eli's Coming?
Yeah. Put the monarch hat on.
Please, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Little Tommy.
I don't care about that. You got a new fool, huh? I like it like that. I've only one a burning desire. Let me stand next to your fire. 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 Watch it.
The Tommy Band.
I was born in a crossfire hurricane, and I howled at my mom in the driving rain. Well, it's all right now, and back into gas. Well, it's all right. I'm jumping jack flash into gas, gas, gas. I don't need a whole lot of money. want, I got more than I can ask for. I don't have to run around, I don't have to stay out all night, 'cause I got me a sweet, sweet loving woman, and she knows just how to treat me right. 'Cause my baby, she's alright, 'cause my baby, she clean out of sight. Don't you know that she is some kind of wonderful, some kind of wonderful, some kind of wonderful, yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you.
The Tommy, we
Thank
finally
you.
get him up there. The Tommy.
I'll stay up here for encores. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy and the Soldiers.
That's it, baby.
That's it.
Well, that was good.
Hey, Tommy.
Huh?
I don't want to see it again. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Well,
That was very good.
thank you for the
No,
opportunity.
no. Well, wait a second.
Yeah.
Last time I
I mean,
checked
thank
your
you. That
name's
was so
on the
cool.
show. Last time I checked you. Why don't you do this more?
I got Sully and Russ in front of me.
No.
Yeah. There's a long line out here with the band.
Russ didn't do this for a long time. He and I were together for years and years and years. And all of a sudden, he got his guitar. He always played guitar. Now he's more guitar than stand-up.
Yeah.
I would say
That was fun.
50-50, right?
Yeah. People don't haunt me on the internet when I play music as I do when I'm telling jokes.
Because your mouth is just singing
Yeah, a little
versus actually talking.
That was fun.
Were you at the first Breaking and Entering?
Yes.
First one?
Because what number was this?
This was the 25th year, but the 26th one.
So I'm talking about, this is breaking, when I say breaking and entering, breaking, I was talking about Tommy's first felony. I was talking about actually, which was a felony, by the way, the first
Yeah,
time
the
you
first
did it.
one I truly broke in.
Breaking and
but,
entering
Yeah.
Christmas.
And you
So
would be
this-
amazed how fast they got in.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, me and Tommy grew up in the same part of town. You had wood shop, you had motor shop, we had electric shop, and we had breaking and entering shop.
yeah.
Back where we went to high school.
Credit card right
But
there.
yeah,
Boom.
Randy was there. It started in 1996 at Q106, and Randy was there for that very first one, and it just kept on growing.
Can we see, I think we have footage from this last one, don't we?
Yeah,
Let's tee it up, because I want to watch this
We
one.
had
Yes.
someone at KOSI put it together.
Yes,
for us.
Sierra Simonek.
Simonek.
Yes.
I take that before I go to sleep at night.
I know, I waxed my car with it. Isn't that the...
Sierra, but wait a minute. You know what? She's like a digital content producer, but Sierra Simonek, check out what she did. It's amazing.
Okay, let's watch.
Dear Star 94.1, Jesse and Tati, Shelly and Little Tommy. I'm writing to tell you about a group of kids who live together in a residency here in San Diego. They're the kids that have been forgotten. Their ages are 12 to 17, and they are placed here not because of anything they have done. It's because their family life wasn't the best. They have been traumatized, let down their entire life. They are older kids who never get a chance at being with a family. They get passed over. They don't really have any hope. They feel nobody loves them or cares about them. We are hoping we can change that. We are hoping you all can change that. We are hoping you can choose this group of about 50 kids today and give them hope. Give them a smile on their face and a belief that someone does care. I believe in them all. They aren't expecting a thing for Christmas. These children just have the clothes on their back. Please choose these children, even if it's just a pancake breakfast or Christmas cookies.
The power of community. My new Palomar Health family rocked it. In 48 hours, they brought so many gifts, and we worked as elves yesterday. And I hope these kids always know the power of community that surrounds them, and that they may be going through some tough times, but we're here to uplift them. And communities help raise kids too. And
It's so cool that that the people that we've helped over the years are coming back to help.
This is amazing. I'm so excited to be on this side of it and to be able to pay it forward. It's something that we'll do for the rest of our lives because of what you guys have done for us. So thank you.
Just like hitting me right now that these kids are going to feel the love of this community, because what you've given these kids is you've given them a family. This is now their family. This community is their family. They know that people believe in them. I believe in them. I tell them every day I believe in them. I never fault them for anything that they've been through, because that wasn't their choice. I am so thrilled that they're gonna know all of these people believe in them. Thank you all so much, and thank you, Tommy.
This is our first year, and we are so thankful to be a part of it. Tommy and KUSI were a huge help for us in our community, and this is like a way that we can feel like we're giving back. It's pretty awesome.
And it would have been overwhelming, huh?
Totally. I just met one of the teachers in the classroom, and I mean, just talking to her, this is just, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Magical.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Young people, you are truly the reason for the season. God bless San Diego, and God bless everyone.
All right. You know what? We did it. We finished. Guys, we did it. We did it. So I went to bed last night hoping people would show up, and they sure did. And now there's gifts here. And the 12 to 17-year-olds, 50 of them, are on their way back from their pancake breakfast. So we got to get the heck out of here, and because they're going to come up through those gates, down the stairs, and see this, and that's it. And they're going to hopefully be inspired and hopefully have hope in their life and know that people do love them and people do care about them, because that's what this is all about. So thank you.
In every single one of you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I know that every one of you has value, and I respect you, and I want you all to know that you are cared for.
I love you.
I love you.
That is one of the funnest songs we play, because right in the middle of it, we play that song and a bunch of grown-ass adults are literally on the floor because we merge into shout. Remember the Isley Brothers song?
You know what makes me wanna.
You guys play it like, remember that song? Can you guys kick a little bit out? You guys. Right? So shout right in the middle of the song, shout right in the middle. We morph into this song, and you've got like 40 and 50 and 6-year-olds. A little bit something now. A little bit something now. And they're every single time.
Yeah.
There's 150 grown adults.
Good to be that way.
On the floor.
Yeah. That's what music does, man. It brings out the kid.
The Tommy Band, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wow. You're good.
Hey, do you guys?
By the way, I just say that was very good.
Yeah, it was.
And Russ, well, when we're playing, Russ will go up after we're on a break. He'll sing in between.
Yeah.
And then he goes up and sings Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And one by one from the band, because the band's shooting up in the van.
Right.
So as Russ goes up there and plays the guitar, and one by one they'll show up, the horns show up.
I don't think explaining it does it any justice.
Do you want to just do it? You just want to just do it?
We should do it later.
At the end of the show, we'll do it.
We'll try to do that.
Okay,
But
all right.
I want to find out, do you guys play any music at all, or write it, or sing it, or what the heck?
I did when I was in high school.
Where did you go to high school, Hula?
Mount Miguel High School in Springfield.
Wow, yeah.
I went to Valhalla. We played on your football field.
Yes, yeah.
I got questions. So Hula,
Yes.
you know, you've had many celebrities come through your studio doors.
Yes.
Ever since, you know, that show started. Who is your favorite?
Oh, Junior Seau.
Really?
Junior Seau. He was, because growing up in San Diego,
Yeah.
being Filipino, there's not anybody that I could see on TV and be like, oh my gosh, I want to be like that person.
right.
So when I saw Junior for the Chargers, I was, a huge Charger fan. I'm like, oh my God. And so the day I met him at Channel 933, I remember looking up at him because I'm short.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're Junior Seau. And he was like, yeah, you're Hula. And then I'm like, and I bawled like a little kid.
Did you really?
I started bawling, and he hugged me, and then he's like, hey, buddy, don't worry about it. We're friends now. And it was like the best moment.
Okay.
And since then, we had seen each other through various things, but it was just a memory that I remember.
Yeah.
Same question for Randy.
Russell Crowe.
Oh, man, come on.
Really?
Was this the time when Tommy walked Russell Crowe, because we were all in the same building at the time, right?
Yeah.
Walked all the way around the most circuitous route at the time, J-Core Clear Channel, to walk past a couple other shows to make sure that they all knew that Jeff and Jerry.
Totally sounds like you.
Yeah. Did you do that really? Was that like a mind game, like you because you were always in competition?
Yeah.
We had on Kogo, we don't have any.
When I booked Russell Crowe, I made sure I said, hey, park over there, and then I'll come get you. And then I did parade him through.
Did he park himself?
No, I walked him.
No, but did he park himself?
Yeah.
What was he driving?
I don't remember.
Come on!
I don't remember.
This is the stuff.
You know what? I do remember now. He came in a van because he brought his band. So he's
that's
in
right.
One of those white.
Well,
vans.
do you know the name of his band? Look it up. I'm not going to say it on
the
the
name of it? Look it up. Oh.
It's called 20 Odd Foot of. Look it up.
Crow's Feet.
There you go. Nailed it. Okay, that was your favorite. Was
Yes.
that also the biggest name?
Yeah, I would have to say so.
He's a pretty big name. Do you still have his number?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying no. Who was the biggest name?
Well,
Who was the biggest name?
we've had many, like Jerry Lewis. How can you
Pretty
get bigger
big,
than that?
Yeah, we've got Jerry.
So many people.
Who was the biggest? I mean, Junior Seau obviously is bigger than
Right.
Seau, but as far as international celebrity goes, would it be a music person? Would it be an actor? Would it be an interpretive dancer like Russ?
I would say music, Janet Jackson.
Wow.
Janet.
In studio?
It wasn't in studio. I got to go to the Grammys backstage.
Oh, wow.
And interview her, and she was there. Again, cried like a little girl.
Was she weird?
She was really quiet, kind of introverted,
Yeah.
kind of just was observing everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Didn't she have a place here in San Diego for a while or something like that?
I don't
One
know.
of the Jacksons did.
Yeah, one
A
of them.
true story, when they were building the house in Rancho Santa Fe,
Who's they?
the construction team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Construction
whose
company.
house?
Janet Jackson's.
Oh, so
Family?
A construction,
you know who would know?
but a construction team was building her house. And,
Well, I mean, you know some of the Jacksons, for God's sake.
and they would call us and say, hey, we're building the bathroom. Hey, we're building the patio.
Right.
And they would call us, and the phone number was 858. 858. And then when Janet moved in, I called that number, and she picked up.
Who's it? 858.
It's
Watch
an old
the
number
show.
now.
Maybe not.
But I would call Janet, and Janet
Hello, Janet.
Janet picked up.
Hello. Sorry to have missed your call.
Yeah.
sorry.
That's-
Oh,
it's-
shoot. You know what? We got to bleep that, huh?
Harold, you just gave somebody's real phone number.
We got to bleep that.
His name is my name is Andy Jane, by the way. So Andy,
We got
thanks
to
for
bleep
watching.
that. But Janet picked up the phone, and I said, Janet, my name's Tommy. The construction workers would call us, and she thought that was great. And she goes, then I asked her, hey, can you talk on the show? And she said, if I talk with you guys, I'd have to talk with everyone. But she was very nice. And,
I want to know who Russ's favorite was back in 1945 when he got in radio. So
Yeah.
when we come back, we're going to talk about that. I'll tell you my biggest one. It's not who you think. I know you think it would be like, Ben Bernanke.
Yeah, some money
Paul
guy,
Volcker.
some big, what's her name? Janet Yellen.
I have a huge name. Because if you may have remembered my days at 103.7 The Planet. I was an FM jock.
For 20 minutes. Wasn't it
Total talk time, because I was there for a month.
Yeah.
When you go from talk radio, when you're like filling up 4 blocks, total talk time in the time I was on talk radio, 20 minutes. 20 minutes total.
Yeah. Sully and Woody sound like a Disney special.
got to.
Welcome back to the
superiority.
On the Air with Sully. His name's first because he wrote that song, and little Tommy and me rested Nailz.
And the next show, please remember, write this down. On Christmas, it's the KUSI News Christmas show. We'll be there. Sully, little Tommy, and Rusty Nose. Rusty Nose?
Rusty Nose.
Rusty Nose.
That's another story. Enough about the 80s.
But it'll be a Christmas night. Christmas night, 6 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Wait, so the KUSI News Christmas show, hosted by the three of us, and the Tommy Band, are going to be Christmas Day. Whoever did that logo was fantastic, by the way. I just want to let you know.
Christmas night, 6 p.m. and then again at 11 p.m.
That's perfect. Yeah, people are a little boozy. They got their presents open already. They'll give us a little bit of break. I'm very honored to be able to be asked to do that.
Jenny Molkowski, brand new KUSI reporter, will be there.
I heart Jenny Molkowski so much because she is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think she could be a stand-up comedian. She could be.
Yeah.
And I don't think her first hit on KUSI was meant to be funny, but she was out in Alpine at a
Pine Valley.
See the one Pine Valley with the marshmallow thing. She created a complete firebomb.
Oh no!
On air, yeah.
Oh, and the thing's smoking, and she's like, and the thing's like looks like a frisbee just melted. It was. I text her, go, that was maybe the funniest thing I've seen on TV all year. It was fantastic. As far as big celebrities go, not to say weird, because I remember getting to interview, everything from business guys to celebrities and stuff. And I will tell you, the most normal guy ever for me was, who's the guy who sang Eat It? Weird Al Yankovic. The guy was like Johnny Lunchbucket, like the most normal guy in the planet. But then there's, I think the smaller celebrity you are, the more affected you feel. Would that be the case?
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Like when Maroon 5 first came out, I remember listening to them, they were super snooty. And now they're like super down to earth. Is that how it goes? Is that the arc of that story when it happens, when they're on the air?
Sometimes, I mean, because the fact that when I was on Channel 933, we got to see them at the very beginning. Like, I remember seeing Justin Bieber with his long hair and playing a guitar, and we're like, okay, who's this little kid? He's not going to last forever.
You're not the first one to say that. We've heard this story before from other people.
Right.
That I think it was maybe Jesse and Tati said the same thing. Like, we got the also-rans. Who's this kid?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to see Lady Gaga performed at an IKEA parking lot in Mission Valley for us for a charity drive.
Wow, what meat was she wearing that day?
I honestly thought it was
from Jersey Mike's, by the way. It was sponsored by. It was sponsored
Cold cuts, just 3 slices of thin ham.
That's one of the 10 days of Christmas. Randy, did you ever get intimidated by anybody coming in the studio? Yeah. Because you guys are, like, seriously, back in your day also, you had some of the biggest names that we all, as just people, not people that get to be on the radio and television.
Well,
like, there was some big names.
Doing comedy with, Robin Williams.
Right.
People like that.
There's a great picture of you and Dennis Miller. And
Randy did comedy with Robin Williams?
No.
No, but did you ever get intimidated by anybody? Like,
sure.
Like, I can't even talk now because
there was one celebrity that was kind of a jerk to me.
Who was it? Say it.
I can?
Yes.
Are they alive?
Who is it?
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Say it.
It was Robin Leach.
Oh, yeah.
He's not a celebrity.
Well, he came in. What would happen basically is he would do the interview on
This
the show.
was the guy Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous host, right?
Yeah.
I worked with him at the Playboy Mansion one time, and not a nice guy there either.
He was just too big for his britches?
Well, yeah, a little bit. He did his interview, and then Tommy would have me take him into another studio, and he might do like some lines.
Hey, you're listening to Jeff and Jer on the right? Yeah.
And he just, I usually for any incidentals, I'd have the tape running. Just there was something really good that was unexpected,
just in case.
Yeah, and he just kept telling me, said, "Turn that off. Waste of tape." And just a complete,
What's interesting about radio, and I think you guys will know this, but what maybe to you guys is when there is a celebrity in studio, as they're walking out, there's always a guy saying, hey, write this, without even letting him go out the door. Hey, just walk in here for a second, and can you sit? And there's always a piece of paper saying, you're listening to Sully on News Radio 600 Koga, or thanks for, and they don't really have a chance to say no. And you guys were the guys that had to do that.
Had to ambush him.
And we had that happen with the Ramones. I think Joey was in, and we said...
Was he having any of it?
Well, because it was Russ and Brian Jones, rest his soul, but we sponsored a Little League team called the Rockies, and he read it and he goes, Russ and Brian again, want to thank the rookies for helping us. We're going to cut. Take it again. We want to thank the rookies. Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, at that point you just leave it. Right?
That's fine, rookies. Whatever.
Hey, Randy, how does it feel? Because when you left radio, the Jeff and Jared listeners, in my opinion, were the best listeners ever.
Yeah.
People still love you.
Yeah.
And it's been a few years. When you're out and about, how does that make you feel that you're so well loved?
It makes me feel really good. I mean, that whole 24 years was just a blessing. And it was something I like to think that I never took for granted. And it's really nice. The way I look at it is this. If I affected one person in a positive way, if somebody comes up to me and said, hey, that thing you did years ago, it made me laugh.
Do you still get recognized on a regular basis?
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah, and that calendar still follows me around too every great once.
Well, it's because you're carrying it in the car. It's in the passenger.
I think March is my favorite.
Willie, you have not been off air for long, right? Has it been a year?
It's been a year now. Since
Yeah, but
I've
that's
been
not a
away.
lot. But do you still? I bet you still have a following as well, right?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, with social media now, it's
Right.
easier for people to continue following you. But yeah, I still will get recognized and at the wrong times.
Oh, yeah.
Do either of you want to get back on radio at all? I mean, is that? Are you guys moved on, or because I know I'm on the off ramp of that radio thing.
I would if. Depending on the circumstances, I would. Yeah, I mean, I would love the opportunity.
I miss it.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Totally miss it.
I'm going to cry.
Randy was the first.
Well, we did the morning show for that senior citizens radio thing.
Randy was, you know what? Randy was the first to show up and the last to leave.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And what were you?
Randy.
What were you?
I was
third and second, third and fourth.
Second to show up,
Third to
first
show.
to leave.
Yeah.
No, but it was Randy.
We wanted to know what was behind this piece of tape that we got. Tommy won't ever talk to us, but Russ and I were able to get a piece of tape.
Okay.
And we heard that this is actually Tommy. Wasn't Jerry.
Right.
But this was during. I'm just going to warn you. It's a little bit tense.
The post meeting, wasn't it?
But yeah, but here it is as we go out.
Yeah.
It was Tommy.
It was Randy. It's Randy.
You.
Randy.
It was you.
I'll tell you a story about that after the break.
Let's come back to some Johnny Cash.
Tommy Band. Yeah, they got better. They got so much better.
I'm so jealous.
Hey, we have a few minutes with Eli Hula Ramos and Randy Hoag.
Hey, like you, I have to ask you this. Because when I have people call me Bob, other than my mom, it's almost offensive.
Very.
Like they don't know me well enough to call, right? So
there's levels.
No, it's honestly like when somebody says, "Hey, Bob," hey, thanks. It's like you don't know me well enough to call me Bob. That's like my mom or the judge.
Okay,
right?
Hula,
or the CHP.
Robert. We have a few minutes.
So you have the same thing?
Yeah, I do.
We have a few minutes with Hula and Randy Hoag. Hula, it's been fun working with you at KUSI.
Yes.
And it's.
But come on.
Here's a but.
No buts.
How much do you make? That's usually the question.
How much do you make?
It's been
Every
fun.
time.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say how much did you make?
He did.
I did.
Hey, Randy.
But Randy,
what's the most amount of cake you ever made over there? That's such a Tommy question. It is every time.
All right.
How much money you got in your pocket?
Stop it, Bob.
But Randy,
He's one of them.
I just want to say this: when you left radio, you took care of your family. And I just want people to know that you took care of your parents, and you took care of your child, and you took care of your wife, and you're a good man. And
thanks.
you know, a lot of people miss you, and I just wanted to say that because I love you so much.
I love you too.
Wow, look at that. Can you cut him a check?
Yeah.
It's not on the radio anymore. Come on. Kick down a little something.
And I love Eli.
You don't know me well enough to call me Eli.
I love you too, Tommy.
Or as Brandon Stone calls, Small Thomas.
Oh, Small Thomas.
It was funny.
Which I thought was, oh my God, look at that.
That's a good one.
There's like, see the tension here?
Yeah.
No, Randy has the best laugh in radio forever.
Next to Jeff Prescott. Really, one of the best laughs. One of the best fake laughs ever.
Hey, by the way, when you were on air full time, who did you used to listen to when you were off the air? You guys got off at 10 o'clock, probably had a meeting and stuff, but in the after, did you listen to afternoon radio, or would you just completely turn the radio off at that point?
I pretty much turned the radio off.
Yeah.
Or you listen to 3 to 6?
Oh, Sully and Hula.
Yeah.
No.
Who do you listen to now, and who have you listened to when you? Because I don't tend to listen to Kogo when I'm off Kogo. I tend to listen to the show or Jesse and Tati or whoever. Who are you listening to?
Now I'm listening to Magic. 92 point. That's the music I grew up with, and just reminds
Magic's
me.
one of those stations that's been a million different things.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to Magic.
When I was a kid, it was 92 Star 5.
Really? That's right. Who did you listen to in high school?
Everyone.
B100.
B100.
A guy that is going to be on next week, Shotgun Tom Kelly.
Yeah, better believe he'll be on a Christmas show.
Tom, yeah.
I listened to 91X when I was in college. You and Katie Manor and Dred Scott, that was the thing.
That was the thing.
But in high school, man, I think it was like B100 was the thing.
The Boogie Ball.
Yeah.
Danny Wilde.
Gary Kelly.
Yeah.
Gene Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Will you guys come back with us? I want to do a show with you guys and Clint and
Abramowitz.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Get
like maybe compare Puddin' Pants stories or. Hey, and by the way, Randy, there's an album that we're gonna need for the last segment here.
No.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
Johnny Hash.
Yeah. Super close. Johnny Dash.
Hash.
I got cash. I don't see the. I've got Johnny Hash. I don't have it. Guys, thank you so much for it. So listen, I would like to say, now I got in the mood for when we talked about that story when the band. Would you do Little Country just real quick to get us out of here?
Yes.
All right, get up on stage.
All right, I'll be right back, folks.
Fussing at me in
while I
Italian?
entertain, please be seated.
Hey,
Here we go.
Where happened to the band?
I don't know.
Where's the band?
Band.
I think they heard you were coming up.
I see. Thanks, Bob.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Well, I hear that train coming around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time dragging on. For those people who keep on moving on down to San Antonio. A burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by a wild desire, I fell in the ring of fire. Here we go. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 way went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. One more time. and Johnny Cash. Thank you, everybody.